Alrighty, hello people of the internet, it is I, Soul Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, Ordeal Call 1, Zero Compass, Inner Domain, Paper, Moon, where today we are going to be tackling Section 7, Dull Pain Has Never Seen, / Reconstruction. But before we tackle that, please, on YouTube, drop a subscription so you can see when any part comes out, because I'm posting these section by section for easier viewing entertainment purposes. And like, comment, all that good stuff there. And for those watching this on Twitch, this is the second intro of the day, because this is the second section we're going to pull off today. Woo! Let's go into Section 7. Will we get 3 sections done today? That is the question. I swear, where in the world did he go? And just when I wanted to ask him about this mark on my hand getting hot all of a sudden, too. I mean, I'm sure it's not a big deal. He didn't act like he wanted to see me. He never wanted to see me again or anything. Her command spell doesn't look any different. So she should have gotten another command spell, but it doesn't look to be any different. Interesting. But if he got pissed off and left because he thought I said something mental or whatever, that's just going to be even more depressing. Then again, maybe I really did say something like that earlier. And if I did, who can blame him for leaving? Prime AI. Ooh, clippery. Thank you, Janice. Yes. It's time for a regular replenishment. Okay, go ahead then. I'm not sure what I am about to say feels like admitting defeat, but since this approach clearly yields more efficiency and increased motivation, it's completely logical to pursue it. Yes, completely logical. What I'm trying to say is, are there any more of those new materials around? The ones Lancer calls cooking. Aren't you guys always saying you don't need any fancy tricks? That stable energy supply is all that matters? That's what we thought, yes. That is, we still do. But now that we've experienced the undetermined buffs that come out from that cooking, we would prefer to have it again if it's an option. I would stress this is a completely logical conclusion. So maybe this is what they meant when they talk about having a discriminating palate. Prime AI, you're the master of Lancer who is capable of the cooking. Capable of the cooking. Man, capable of the cooking. Very nice line. So we were wondering if you might have gained similar ability yourself. Me? I don't... Hopeful staring. And she's growing flustered. Fine, I'll give it a shot, but don't get your hopes up. Actual buffs from dishes, that'd be a godsend. That sounds like something straight out of Food Wars, to be fair. Also, I do wonder who or what media Sergera is from. What piece of Fate media is she from? Because she has a very unique design. And she clearly holds some sort of guilt towards something. So, it's like, there's gotta be some sort of backstory that I'm missing here. There, but all I did was throw materials together and convert them, so I don't know if it actually tastes good or not. Oh, I think it's a new and completely different type of cooking. Could you tell us the name so we can add it to our database? I think it's called ratatouille. I'm not so sure, though. Registration complete. Time to resupply. Wait, you got a dash of this powder? And you two, add 2 dashes to this one. Understood, we'll do that. All things will be revealed over time. I see, this is... Wait, don't say anything about it. I know it's terrible compared to his cooking. This is just a stopgap. Something I threw together as a diversion because you guys were starving for whatever cooking you could get. So please don't pay how it tastes any mind. Hey, Deontay, welcome to the stream. How be things? Hope I stayed off of fandom. Oh, are you talking the Fate Grand Order fandom page? Yeah, I have the NA calendar specifically bookmarked, so that way I do not see anything but what is going on the NA side of things. But to answer your question, I Gosh, I think what was the last time I actually looked at that? Because I've been using the Type Moon wiki for a lot of looking things up. I've been using the Type Moon wiki for targeted searches. So, yeah. I've been staying off the fandom. Things have been going on in JP. Oh? Things have been going on. Story-relevant things? Or is there a new event out that, I don't know, has revealed the last of the Sakura 5 to be in Fate Grand Order? Has Violet finally come to Fate Grand Order? Is that the big thing that's been going on? Seems perfectly decent to me. Lancer, when did you get back? Just now, and the first thing I noticed was that something smelled tasty. Massive quality of life update, that's all you're gonna say. You're a pretty good cook yourself, Master. Look, forget about being nice. Just tell me what you really think. Already did, it's perfectly decent. Really, it's not bad at all. Don't look up MASH for 2 years. No, I don't need more MASH suffering. Unless you got a swimsuit. But it's too early for summer, isn't it? It's too early for summer. So I don't know what's going on with MASH. I hope she didn't die again. If they freaking killed MASH off, I'm going to be pissed. Again. And cry. Again. I don't know what that is. Honest to goodness, I have no idea what you're talking about by the Grand system. We already have Grand servants in Chaldea, after all. Compared to your cooking, decent might as well be worthless. I wouldn't say that at all. I agree. Since you ordered us to be honest, we'll give our responses numerically. Your cooking scores a passing grade of 231 in total. Congratulations. I'm not sure what to say to that, since I have no idea what the top or average scores are. Yeah, without knowing what the top scores are, 231 tells us nothing. Is it out of, like, 250, perhaps? In which case, 231 out of 250... That's what I meant, out of 250. Is it 231 out of 250, which would total out to, what, approximately a 96.4%? That aside, Master, I should have known you'd be able to cook if you set your mind to it. Or is it out of 300? In which case, it would be probably around a 70-some-odd percent. Probably closer to 80. Deontay, I read LB7 for so long. Honestly, I will admit, LB7, I am a little bit, like, detached from, because of all the freaking issues I had with it. Every single battle node I tried to launch in LB7 crashed the streaming software that I used to stream my phone to my computer. So I had to quit out of FGO and reload into FGO, and that got really freaking annoying when it came to the ORT fight. Like, really annoying. So there is probably some things that I missed in LB7 just because of that frustration. Like, I mean, there was even points where I would load up a battle node, get through the story, and then the battle would come up and it's like, oh, the screen's dead, so, oh, I've got to restart again, and it's just like, ugh. So, if it's something that was explicitly said in LB7, then feel free to tell me, because, again, I would not be surprised if I missed some minute detail in LB7. That would not be spoilers. That aside, Master, I should have known you'd be able to cook if you put your mind to it. That's honestly what's most surprising to me. Well, I technically am the prime AI of Keep, apparently, and I saw the way you converted those processed those other materials, so I figured I could at least make something with them. Most of all, these AIs wanted to replenish their energy via cooking. So on a whim, I thought it'd be better to try making something. If I'd known you were going to come back, I'd never have made anything so slapdash. We know the Grands are dead. Wasn't that just a dream? I'm pretty positive that was that not just a dream that Olga had or something? I thought that was just a dream sequence that she had. Not legit. Replenishment complete. Thank you for the delicious meal. I can confirm our new tastiness satisfaction stat has gone up. It may have not reached a new max level, but it is definitely enough to satisfy us. We're going to begin a delayed analysis comparing all the ways your cooking compares to Lancer's. Also, in that dream sequence, Tezcatlipoca was the Grand Berserker, and he appeared later on. She said during Section 1 she defeated Grand Servants before fighting us on the Storm Border. Well, if that dream sequence was the actual fight, it still doesn't make sense, because there was King Hassan, who relinquished his title as Grand. Same thing with Orion and Romulus equals Quinaris. Tezcatlipoca was in the seat of Grand Berserker, if memory serves, but he was also, you know, a servant in the Lost Belt. So I don't know, that kind of feels weird. That was legitimate. That was legit then. I don't remember who. Well, probably Taigong. Actually, Taigong was probably in the rider's seat. Saber and Saber. I don't remember who Saber or Castor were. It might have been Merlin and Castor, but unless it had Sabat in Saber, I don't recall. It was Taigong? Okay, I did recall him saying he was a grand servant in Tunguska, at least. Or qualified as a grand servant, at least. But after seeing the way you're glaring at us, we've decided it's not worth the risk. So you cooked for them because they asked you to, and they were mostly happy with what you made. Sounds about right to me. Is this kind of thing normal with cooking? Completely normal. By the way, how come you had them each add different kinds of powder to their food? You saw that too. I was only making a few adjustments. I mean, it just makes sense that a girl with leg fatigue and a girl with arm fatigue would need different tweaks to optimize their condition, right? He said that he qualifies as rider or caster in Tunguska. That's right. So, just based on extrapolating data, if that is true, well, if that is true, and it comes to a point where Chaldea can create grand servants, then that just lends more credence to my theory that Chaldea will become the throne of heroes one day. Indirect confirmation of my theory that Chaldea will become the throne of heroes eventually. Hey J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Just getting pointed out that I missed something with regards to grand servants in LB7 that was apparently made into a quality of life or something recently. I don't know. I didn't ask for details, and I do not want the details. I'm just extrapolating based on what has been told to me and rolling with it from there. I couldn't do much to improve the flavor, so I figured I could at least do that. Huh. Her lack of confidence aside, she really pays attention to her teammates, doesn't she? Maybe her habit of keeping a diary allows her to have more observational skills. What are you smiling about? Oh, nothing. Honestly, I was just thinking about how I misjudged you. Are you mocking me? I'm being completely serious. Hey, there's still some food left over. This is perfect. That little taste I had earlier wasn't nearly enough, so I think I'll polish the rest off. Down the hatch. No. See, you guys say that, but this is a theory of what's going to happen in the future of FGO. So I think this is just lending more credence to that theory. We will become the throne of heroes. Chaldea shall become the throne. That is a theory I've had for a very long while, and I'm glad there is some proof of that coming true. Well, hey, that cook's not nearly as good as yours, so why would you? Who cares about that? You took the trouble to make it. Besides, you don't turn down food someone else has made for you. I mean, I'm somewhat lost, too. I'm kind of just, taking the... saying something about I missed with regards to all the Grands being killed in LB7 to extrapolate on a theory. But yes, you can occasionally turn down food other people make for you if you do not like that food. I mean, in the wedding I participated in last year, even though I was at the head table, I ate, like, barely anything and ended up getting Burger King after the wedding because the only thing I think I had, like, a small amount of the meat in the dish and a slice of cake. And that's all I ate. I did not polish off my plate at that wedding at all, and I needed to stop for some Burger King afterwards. It was kind of embarrassing, but, yeah. I'm a very picky eater. I've never seen this kind of vegetable before. So that's what it tastes like. Is this the kind of veggie you prefer, Master? That's a good flavor profile, too. I would gladly eat this all day. Never mind that. What veggie is it? Where did you go anyway? What have you been doing all this time? Oh, that? I just went to kill Castor's master. Huh? Wait, you're serious? Of course, I killed him myself. It was surprisingly easy. I don't know for sure what became of Castor, though. You're not the kidding type, so you really are serious. Then, let me double-check the rules. Battle results: should an AI master die before their servant, the victorious master is permitted access to the defeated master's AI core. This, in turn, awards that prime AI's admin privileges and any remaining command spells to the victor. So, did you bring back his core, then? Huh? Honestly, I have no idea. Of course you don't. I wonder what's going to happen now. Did we break one of the rules? What will the Overseer say about this? Yeah, the groom was fine with it. He kind of understood that, I wouldn't be eating all that much. He did, admittedly, offer me to get something that the kids ordered, because the kids got, like, pizza. The kids at the wedding, because there were children there, got, like, pizza and stuff, but I decided I would try the fancy schmancy dish, but the fancy schmancy dish was, I could taste the spice in it. Let's go with that. I could taste that even though it was said to be lightly seasoned, I could taste spice in it, and I knew that if I ate too much of it, that I would then be spending the next couple of hours hogging the bathroom at that wedding venue. Because spices and me do not agree. Or maybe things are set up to happen automatically. I just don't know. I think it was some kind of beef dish. It was some kind of beef dish. I don't remember what exactly it was, though. Most white person thing ever. Hey, everybody else ate it fine, and I am not as white as some of them. I am not as white as some of the other people that were in the wedding party, and yeah. I think that's all I'll say on the matter. You rolled for Bima and got him. Now you're waiting for the next 2 Ordeal Call 1 banners. I am betting currently that whoever that mysterious archer servant that witnessed Giles Bluebeard's demise is presumably another one of the Ordeal Call banner servants. I don't know who they are yet, though, but I presume as much. As far as Bima goes, I'm not really sure if I'm going to roll him myself. Something on your mind? Your brow's more furrowed than usual. Maybe some of your food will cheer you up. Absolutely not. That's the last thing I need. Fine with me, I know I'm the one who suggested it, but I don't think my pride could take it if you liked your own cooking more than mine. Alright, now that I know more about your preferences, I'm gonna try come up with another new dish. And now that I've taken care of your regrets with my prep work, I can make sure I make something that'll really speak to you this time.
Regrets. I wonder all this guilt and uncertainty I have inside me.
No. Deontay, let me put it this way. Pepperoni is too spicy for me. As in the kind of pepperonis you put on a pizza. I cannot eat pepperonis. That is too much spice. So, yeah. That tells you what my spice tolerance levels are. It should, at least. You hate this archer. They are nightmare fuel, and you need to gather more Saint Quartz for the Bema banner. I believe in you, Janice. You can do it. And I don't know how they are nightmare fuel. They are, very scantily clad, so... I've already seen the other one, right? I've seen Bema, and I've seen Duryodhana, and we've seen the lower half of the mysterious, unnamed, presumably Archer class servant. That's all I've seen so far as new servants goes. Oh, I have seen Saber Medusa, yes. I have seen Saber Medusa, but I've been told that she is part of an event that is coming up after this, but before summer.
Is it even possible to make it go away?
Hey, I do eat cheese pizza. Cheese pizza is my preferred pizza typing. You confirmed what Deontay said is true. Olga Marie defeated 7 Grands before Chaldea came to LB7, explained in her Section 1, Arrow 2. Interesting. It does still beg the question, though, if those 7 Grands she fights in the dream sequence are the 7 Grands she fought.
Okay, let's just cover this up, and... done! All you have to do now is take it easy for a while.
Thank you. It's not much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Are you sure? I wouldn't have minded waiting until you were all better, but thanks.
It's in June? Okay, I mean, I kind of figured since anniversary/summer tends to be in July for us. Next. The Ronnie type that looks more like a Sakura.
It's okay, you don't have to come to me, just lie down right there. I'm gonna have to take your consciousness offline for a bit of work on you. Don't worry, though, everything will be just fine. Okay, here we go.
Again, though, it's quite... I do wonder if those are the 7 Grands, because Tezcatlipoca is in the Berserker slot there. But he also is then later fought... He's also later a Lost Belt servant, and it is revealed that he ambushed her and is the one that took her heart from her. So, I wonder if that was just, like, her filling in the blank space or something? I don't know. Because it doesn't make much sense otherwise. Whew. Nice work out there, Ayas.
Taking a short break? Good idea. In the long run, that will definitely improve your operational efficiency. You should let the Type Rs who came to help handle things for here for a while. Thanks, everyone. You've been a big help, too. I thought we were doing so well, but... I guess it's no surprise such a huge monster did so much damage.
Hey, at least it's better than if we hadn't done anything right.
I agree. We were clearly able to substantially reduce the amount of harm done. Otherwise, it is quite possible there would be no injured AIs to treat at all. I know, but even so, I still feel terrible this all happened. I know it's Repair's duty to fix anyone who's damaged, and I'm completely fine with that. But it doesn't mean that I want anyone to get hurt. You know, I was thinking, family's supposed to be people who are most important to you, right? And building a family means adding more important people to your life, right?
That's true.
Whenever I imagine those people getting hurt like that, it makes my stomach get kinda tight and twisty.
Thought process here. I could be off. Ayas keeps talking about family. Duryodhana has 100 siblings, and Duryodhana is the one that named Ayas, or he has 99 siblings. He's part of a 100 sibling grouping or whatever. So, Duryodhana is part of a grouping of 100 siblings that was made in a very morbid way. What are the odds that Aias looks like one of those siblings? What are the odds? And that's why he gave her, or him. Cannot discount the possibility of a trap here. Cannot discount that possibility. Aias could be a trap. Okay. Holding off on judgment, though. Definitely holding off on judgment. So if I get my wish granted and everyone becomes a part of a family, then this terrible feeling I'm experiencing right now might get even worse if they got hurt. Also, all this talk of family is just making me think of, Fast and Furious. Family. Family. Family! For the family. 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 All the more reason to make sure they never get hurt. Oh. Then that even leans more credence to my theory. I'm on a theory-making machine. There's only so much you can do to prevent that. Love and pain are two sides of the same coin. You can't change that, no matter how much you might want to. That makes me think of a saying. I can't remember what it is. It's like, it's something along the lines of, to mourn painfully is to have loved dearly, or something like that. I feel like that's somewhat similar to the saying, to mourn painfully is to have loved deeply, which kind of goes into the whole love and pain are two sides of the same coin. Hey, I have maybe been proven wrong a couple of times with my theories thus far. I can't name any theories that have been proven wrong yet, so... You have to do this in 2 days to farm the materials for servants? Dang. That's rough. That's what it was! To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. And it was from God of War Ragnarok. I played that game. That's why that quote is so deeply ingrained with me. I even streamed that game. Gosh. That was a while ago, man. That was a while ago. But 2 days to beat this. I mean, it doesn't seem to be too difficult as far as things go. Yeah, I did. I played God of War Ragnarok on stream. Give me God of War difficulty. It was pain. Not as painful as Melania, the Blade of Mikola, who never knew defeat, though. Anyways, so beating this in 2 days, not bad. I was honestly worried that once I saw it was on the Bleached Earth, it was going to cost storm pods for everything. Thank goodness it did not cost me storm pods to do any of this stuff. We form connections out of love, and it's because of these connections that we feel others' pain as our own. It's a simple, immutable truth of life. Love hurts. So, what are you gonna do now? Give up on your dream of making a big, happy family? No, I don't want to do that. Not at all. Even if families aren't all positives, maybe more so knowing that. I know I'll need to be ready to deal with pain. I know I'll need to learn to accept that there may be hardships. But even so, I can still feel as though I have to find people I can call family. I see. Okay, that's enough resting. Time to get back to work. We barely had any time to catch our breath. So that we were able to take a break at all would indicate the quantity of AIs approaching us for help is decreasing. Maybe it's time to conclude our rescue efforts. No, not yet. I'm sure there are plenty of other girls out there who still need repairs. Although that said, I guess there may not be as many proactively contacting repair anymore. How does that square with what you just said? AIs are just fundamentally programmed to help reward help from other AIs using Raniment. So I doubt injured ones without much Raniment to spare would actively seek us out. Even if they happen to see someone from repair, they'll probably feel as if they can't ask us for help. I mean, it's not impossible for them to approach us, but they need to go through a bunch of red tape first. That's why we need to go out there and approach them ourselves. It'll be a hassle, but it's the only way we... Don't be stupid. This is no time to go traipsing about.
Berserker, where have you been all this time?
These never-costing storm pots is excellent to know. I had my own things I needed to take care of. You say we need to focus on treating those who have Rodiment and put everyone else off till later? That's no way to run a country. You have to do something to fix it. Which is why I made these AI-specific contract chips. It's a compressed file containing mutually binding contract programs that allows the deferral of Rodiment payments. All I have to do now is hand these out to the injured AI so they can all get a copy. That way, even those without a single Rodiment spare can get the treatment they need immediately. Man. Duryodhana out here essentially creating a loaning system. He really is evil, isn't he? Actually, is that his actual alignment in the game? Can somebody who has Duryodhana tell me if his alignment is along the evil spectrum, or is it along the good spectrum because he sees himself as good?
How'd you come up with an incredible idea like that, Berserker? Did you hit your head or something?
Ridiculous! Any upstanding noble would do the same. Aren't I always telling you what a savvy, intelligent general I am? I finally got a chance to prove it, that's all. No need to fawn all over me for it. Ha ha ha. He's lawful evil. Of course.
At any rate, this will help us treat a lot more AIs quickly. I'll pass these around to the repair girls and make sure they get into the hands of those that need them. Looks like we're going to have our work cut out for us again. I can't wait. Hey, General, sorry to interrupt you while you're patting yourself on the back, but it says on the back of these chips the Rodiment payments are 1.4 times the standard rate, including interest. Ooh! He's running a scam here. Were you aware of this?
What? How'd that get there? Very convincing.
So you snuck in an exploitive contract to take advantage of AIs in need? You are a quite ruthless money grubber. The fact that this is increased rate is just barely reasonable only makes it worse.
So, much like how Bhima is joining the kitchen gang, Duryodhana is going to join the scammers gang.
You're just an utter slimeball, aren't you? Is your head all Duryodhana or something? Still, I will say it's nice to meet someone who's already got one foot in the door of hopeless depravity.
Wait a second, did you just use my name as an insult?
This was a very stupid decision on your part.
What's wrong with that? There's a difference between equality and impartiality. If you do special things, you have a right to special compensation.
That's not what I mean. Eyes may have not noticed your low stipulation earlier, but she is a prime AI and is bound to catch on soon. Once she has it, it'll be very easy for her to overwrite those changes. So the reason I said your decision was so stupid is that you clearly didn't think of how she would react with you trying to take advantage of the injured like this. Berserker? What's the meaning of this?
Lucky for me, she's so busy there's no way she's going to set everything aside just to punish me. On which note, I'm out of here. Just tell her something about how I was so concerned about her working too hard. That I let my kind and honest desire to make sure she was fairly compensated get better of me. Got that? Oh, what a comic. I do like that there is some levity after the seriousness that is, the whole Caster Bluebeard debacle. If I roll the second banner, he's on it too. Again, I'm kind of... Because Quartz is very much a tight thing for me, since I definitely want Saber Medusa, just because Medusa fan, and I'm going for almost everything this summer, this summer and anniversary. Quartz is a little bit tight, so a servant is going to have to make a big impact on me in order to make me want to roll for them. Much like how Draco did in the end. But I got her in 111 spin, so that's not really the best example. You think? I kinda like him. He's very human. Seems like it'd be easy to push him into depravity. He's not shy about what he wants.
Yes, that is true. He's very easy to read in that sense.
Oh, my favorite sash is getting torn. Is it all this running, or maybe the battles I've been fighting? Ah, damn it. I'll need your monument to weave a replacement, too. Well, I guess I'll just fold it and cover it up for no... Hey, you there! Looking like you might collapse at any moment. What an eyesore, and I don't like how loosely your arm is hanging either. Is it broken? Ugh, I don't want to see that. Here, take this sash, use it to make a sling for your arm, then go see your repair and give them this chip. You're worried about monument? Of course, I didn't expect to make any profit off a dirt poor thing like you. That's what the chip's for. Now go on, get out of here already. I'm a busy man, you know. Okay, maybe he's not all bad. I guess the contract might be rewritten, but at least the standard monument is better than nothing. Besides, I was just thinking it was time to get rid of that old sash and look for a new one. You're rolling for everything. Dang. That's a lot of rolling. He is a bad guy, but he is not a bad guy. So says, one evil video game character from Wreck-It Ralph. We are bad guys, but not bad guys. Ah, that was a quick arrow. Though I kind of, stretch it out a little bit with talking. Okay. Forming party immediately before and against a caster class enemy. He's greedy and selfish, but not heartless. Hey, the Builder Ronnies are no longer suffering! Yay! They must be build-type B AIs, so that's how they're going to rebuild the city. If they're finished healing AIs and have moved on to repairing buildings, maybe it's time to dismantle the field hospital. Negative. I believe we will still require its presence for some time. How come we can't dismantle it yet? Also, I am eating ice cream, so if I take pauses in speaking, that is why. I'm eating ice cream, because the sugar is keeping me awake. Answer: to preserve the status quo for active type Ds. To be fair, it is technically custard, and it is chocolate covered. It is chocolate custard with chocolate cake chunks mixed in. You must be able to protect the wounded in the event of a standard threat appears in this area. But we do not currently have enough Type Ds to do so, as many of them are currently injured. But if AIs requiring protection continue to gather in one place, then we can keep them safe with minimum personnel. It is good. I've been informed via intercoms that a group of standard threats, bugs, has appeared nearby. Given our present personnel shortage, this unit must deal with them. Yeah, we'll help too. Thank you. Well, there's nothing much for us to do here with IS and the other Type Rs handling everything anyway, so it's fine. By the way, what were you doing while that monster was wrecking everything? I figured we'd see the head of security at least once or twice and all that. Report: I was guarding the central governing area in front of the church. It was a special high-priority mission. Is that so? I guess that makes sense. The higher up someone is, the more they want to make sure they stay safe. Everyone else be damned. Negative. I was not acting on the governor's request. It was simply my role in this system. Yeah, we got it. You sure are a dedicated doll, aren't you? Anyway, let's get going. Dedicated doll indeed. Malicious data detected. Initiating disposal with the help from collaborators. Preparing for situation. Preparing for situation. I've got my own comma. So, bring in the Scotty Core. I'll go back to normal comma. Actually, no. Normal comma's at a disadvantage here, so I'm gonna stick with Summer comma. It's still comma. Maybe I should have brought her down to second ascension, though. Just to match. Maybe. Comma is comma. Indeed. Comma, 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 chameleon. Okay, this doesn't seem like it'll be that bad. Who did I have in the back line? Just another Scotty. Okay. That into that. That's a song. I didn't know that was a song. I legitimately did not know that was a song of any kind. Oh, so that's a surprise to me. Depending on when the song was, when old is, it might not be that old that I've not heard of it. Got a chunk of cake in that spoonful. Good, delicious. Arts chain. Man, that was a fast battle. Yeah, these battles really aren't that bad. Sure, they can't all be done with the proper servants, but so far I've not encountered anything truly challenging. Situation resolved. Well, that was easy. You're sure you needed our help for this? Okay, yeah, that's still old. That is 10 years older than me. Better safe than sorry. I've been using comma for the most part. It's only been against Bluebeard in his giant ugly form that I've used melt. And both times it was to great effect. Apologies, I've just received reports of another threat spawning near Grow. This unit must go deal with the new situation, but if you do not mind, we'll accompany you. We have already come this far. Once again, thank you. This way, please. Excuse me. Hang on, where are you guys going? Already done? Well, no, not completely. But I've been thinking about it, and I realize there are probably more damaged AIs in other places, too. Some of them probably ran towards Grow, so I thought I should check around that area to be sure. Then your timing's perfect. We were just about to head to Grow, exterminate some pests. That's great. We'll come along too, then. This is really nothing better than an honest day's work, so no more weird contracts, got it? Yeah, you don't have to tell me again. I'm too worn out to even argue. Excuse me. Tasted my pork that I had for dinner. The current is flowing well without issue. It just needs more time. Time for it to adjust and come to life as a new personality. New personality? Once it has, it won't be long before the Holy Grail War resumes. It must resume. There is a light I seek at the end. It is the reason I use a Holy Grail War. If I was paying attention to the colors of this dialogue, I might be able to tell who's speaking when. But I don't recognize this color. +1 to Matahari? Alrighty. That's a one that's way, way, way low down. Almost at the bottom of the list, honestly. Though to be fair, I feel like I should have moved her up higher on my own as far as zeros after the most recent Halloween event. Because she was nice in there to Ellie-chan. Or to the little Ellie. You've already gotten the command spell buff for all the current class scores. I am holding off on really going hard on the class scores myself. I want to wait until, like, maybe Alter Ego and Shielder, at least. But I have started Lancer, since I do use Lambda quite a lot. But somebody's doing everything for their love. Is it possibly this bird? No, bird was sort of a brown color, so I don't know. Support only battle. Okay. Out of curiosity, by the way, Deontay, what have you been farming on the Bleached Earth? What node? Okay, this spot should work. Come on, we're getting off. Oh, how is this gonna work, Lev? Yes, Master. So, Alter Ego, probably, then. Which, if this is the Alter Ego Ordeal Call, and not the Pretender one like I've been theorizing, then probably this one. Now, which way is it? Let's check the coordinates. A little farther in that direction. Okay, here we go. First, plant this here. Master. Yep, I'm aware. I see. Then I await your orders. So he won't even move to fight things like that on his own, huh? Is he just slacking off? No, that's not it. This is not a bug. That's not a bug. It must be one of the shadows we've been hearing about. Either way, I don't really want to handle it on my own. Get rid of it, Ryder. As you wish. You level everything you get immediately. Fair. Is it just me, or is he doing his best to strike a perfect balance between standing out and blending in? Oh, are we... I don't really use the Prince of Lonling at all. So, I don't know how he... Okay, it's only one enemy, so we should be fine. His NP is locked. Good. Okay. So... his second skill is almost useless. It's buff chance up, essentially. And that's all. He also has advantage here. Mighty Jane! Pretender is a different way you will not love. That's not ominous in the slightest. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm not 100% convinced this is the Alter Ego Ordeal Call. His animations are blocked. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced because there's been just as much evidence towards this being Pretender as it has Alter Ego. Well, again, I don't really use him that much, so I would probably not be able to notice any difference. Now I see, I'm starting to get an idea of what's going on here. I'm sure these things really are spawning randomly, but of course there has to be a reason for it. The question is, what is it? Let's try adding in the coordinate system elements I was already researching. They might fit together better than I thought. I still need a lot more information to be certain. Okay, we're done here. Take me to the next point. Yes, Master. Dot 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 dot. You'll probably never ask unless I say something, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. You want to know what I'm doing, right? As you can see, I'm making a map. Well, I guess it's more like I'm making something like a map. Alright, go ahead. You may ask questions you like about what I just told you. You have my permission. A map, You're a Prime AI. Do you not have a map of this world already installed within your memory? He's not actually an AI, it's actually Lev. He somehow got in here. Good question. Oh, right. You don't like that sort of praise, do you? Then I'll just say it's a normal question. It makes sense you'd be wondering about that. The answer is simple. As you can see, this map is meaningless. But that's also exactly what's important about it. I'm looking at functionality, not the lay of the land. Why is this world shaped the way it is? What is the significance of that shape? No mere blade like myself need be concerned with such questions. Well, don't you sound happy about that? Anyway, I think I'm close to figuring something out after matching my findings to that shadow. I don't know whether it'll rain on that day or not, but I've got fireworks planned on launching all ready to go. So I should be able to move around more freely from now on. And a horse is a better vantage for observation on the go than a motorcycle. I'm glad you use a horse rider. I'll be counting on you to keep giving me lifts. I'll see it soon. You have a feeling I won't see it today. It kind of depends how long this node goes for and how long the next one is. I will have to say maybe in like an hour 15 is my hard deadline. So I will be locking in a bit. As you wish. Speaking personally, nothing would make me happier than to be treated merely as a loyal vehicle. You really are a strange guy, aren't you? Not that I mind, you're a very helpful assistant. That is who I am. But yeah, I will be doing a bit of locking in here. That's who I am? What a joke. Without the slightest change to his expression, he asks himself, who am I? It's a question that has been bothering him ever since he was summoned. Gao Chang Gong, a warrior, a member of the Northern Qi imperial family, a general, a masked hero, the prince of Lanling. All those things are true, but that isn't the whole story. The man he is now steadfastly rejects the self looming before him. That's how it has to be. As long as that self doesn't come to pass, nothing else matters. The problem is, all his other selves do not seem set to inevitably lead to that one. They're all connected. So he must cut them off here and now. He must be Gao Chang Gong, the furthest iteration possible from that dreaded future self. Those other selves must be cut away. And so he is neither a warrior nor a general, nor a masked hero. He has vowed to do whatever it takes to avoid moving forward, even if it means turning to evil, and becoming an abject coward. Yes, because Lev is evil! Evil! So evil! Lev is evil. I don't know how he's evil, but he is evil. Battle this node, by the way. I was chewing, so I don't say anything. Who am I? I can't count how many times I've asked that question now. I'm sure I asked it even before I was summoned to this world, and when I lived on that formless island. I'm not even a hero. Nothing more than a sworn enemy of all humankind. I'm an anti-hero. So this is Medusa. That's why this monstrous self of mine has so many different meanings to it. But now, here I am with a golden sword. What kind of me is this? What do I think? What do I wish for? What do I regret? What am I looking for? What am I fondest of? And what am I most afraid of? I know the answers to these questions. That's exactly why I'm doing this. This was a mistake. I should never have been summoned by her. Oh, don't talk that way, Medusa. More B-type Ronnies. Here, more reinforcement material for the construction. Thank you. Much appreciated. You don't have to thank me. I'm just following my Prime AI's orders. Type R, Ronnie. Report. That concludes your exam results. There should be no issue going with your usual activities, but taking your master status into consideration. I think you'll need to do something about this soon. I recommend discussing this matter with Repair's Prime AI. Would you like me to request a consultation on our inner-type comms? Oh no, that's okay. You don't need to go that far just for me. Why not? That's kind of difficult to say. I know myself well enough to say, I'm not sure this is the kind of problem that can be fixed by talking with her. That is true. It's possible that this issue is beyond our ability to repair. That's arguably how it reached this point. Does she have worms? Somehow. Right, and that just means I'll be adding to her worries for nothing. I don't want to do that to the one who saved my life. And besides, there's another, much less complicated reason. A part of me wants to keep trying, even if it means I'll end up disqualified. She does not have worms. I guess you could say that's my egotistic side at work. Ego? As an alter ego? Huh?
So please, don't say anything about this to Ias, or to Saber. Of course, every type R swears an oath to keep our patients' privacy. You got NP1 Medusa Saber on NP, so you might roll NP2 of her.
Do it. She seems to be worth it.
I'm back. What did your test results say? Fine. She said I should have no issues with my daily life at all, right? Yes, that's correct. At least in regards to your daily life. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I'm done helping build. Is there anything else you want me to do? I think that was the last urgent task for the time being. Thanks, Saber. You don't have to thank me. It's my job to do what you tell me. That's all. Even so, I'm still genuinely grateful. If you hadn't fought for us, we would have never been able to return to Grow. I know there aren't as many of us as there were before, and our facilities were a little damaged. But the important thing is, I can still live here with all the other Type Gs again. I'll be able to keep sowing seeds for a long time to come. That just makes me so happy. Sakura, you've got it all wrong. The only reason this place was destroyed, this place you value more than anything, was because of the Holy Grail War. You almost lost all that for good just because of servants like me. Don't forget that. Hell, it's partly my fault this happened. You shouldn't thank me for a problem I created. Why are you so?
It's because it's Sakura and you're Medusa, and she has a big soft spot for you. Considering what she's fine with you, since she is fine with sharing you with Shiro, I think that this Sakura is perfectly in character. You've all the quick SSRs on NA. Even more reason to go for her. Exactly. What's another one?
Alright, I wanted to ask you something to thank you properly once we get back on our feet. Would you join me for a little bit, Saber? Like I said, you really don't need to thank me. But I'm in no position to refuse, so I'll go wherever you want to go. Okay.
Open fields.
This is it. What kind of place do you think it is? It's a hill. This side has a good view. It'll be easy to see an enemy approaching from up here.
Hey, Viper, welcome to the stream. Happy things.
Though that also means we'll need to take extra precautions against snipers. The tree line there obscures visibility, so on this side we'll need to... Oh, Saber. Still, you're right about the view. I think this is the most picturesque spot in all of Grow. It's my favorite little secret spot. There's always a great breeze blowing up here, so I was hoping you'd like it too. True, I don't hate it. Right? I'm glad to hear that. Oh, you can sit down over here if you want. The materials growing from this tree make a great roof. It's almost like a gazebo, don't you think? Come on, let's go relax there.
Something bad is gonna happen, I fear. I'm genuinely worried something bad is gonna happen to Sakura, and it's going to break Saber.
You know all about the outside world, right, Saber? I mean, of course you do. I'm sorry, I just realized this empty scenery must pale in comparison. I mean, it's all artificial, right? You've only just realized that. I doubt there's anywhere in this world that isn't artificial. And besides, I think the island I used to live on was quite empty too. By comparison, this place might not be so bad. Really? I think so, though I'm not sure since I don't remember it very well. I'd love to hear more about it. We never had a chance to talk about this kind of thing before. I just told you I don't remember it well. The only thing I really remember is my sisters. That's fine with me. I'd love to hear about them too. Why are you so obsessed with my past? Knowing it won't change anything. Yeah, that's true. I guess I was a little overexcited earlier. Even I'm not sure why, though. Maybe it's because you're the first being I met who's just like me. And when two people are about the same age, the same gender, and in the same positions, this is the kind of thing they usually talk about, right? We can't escape the fact that we're AIs. At their core, our conversations are just functionality we perform because it's necessary. The Type Gs and other AIs are all great, of course, but they're also programmed to do whatever I say. But you and I are on equal footing. So maybe it's that you're just the first being I met who didn't immediately understand. And that's probably why I want to talk and learn more about things like this, even if they don't matter. You do recall I'm not an AI myself, right? Right, of course, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not making any sense.
I knew how pointless this was. I knew we shouldn't be bothering with it. And yet, seeing her shy face and feeling this inorganic wind that reminded me of wind back home, here in this isolated place, must have done something to my mind. She sat down. Then does that mean? So you really don't care what we talk about as long as we talk? No, I mean, I'm really curious to hear more about your sisters, but yes, I'm happy to talk about anything. I need to be careful what I say about my sisters, otherwise I could end up cursed. Really? Not sure. Okay, then what about your homeland? Okay, I don't think it'll be very interesting, though. Talk about Greece. She's talking about it enthusiastically, at least. So what's inside that case, anyway? I've been wondering about it since we got here. Oh, right, I was having so much fun I completely forgot. Is it a picnic? These are, what were they called again? Oh, right, lunchboxes. They're lunchboxes. I saw in the database that when you go somewhere with a nice view, have a nice talk, and eat a nice lunch from a lunchbox, it's called a picnic, and it's supposed to be lots of fun. I wanted to give you one as a present, but I got so caught up in our conversation I forgot all about it. Here, this lunch is made up of more processed materials we got from the keep. I did my best to arrange them into something similar to what people call sandwiches. I made lots, so let's eat them together. All in for a penny and for a pound, I guess. Penny? You don't eat those, do you? It's just an expression. Don't worry about it. They look good. Uh-oh. Combat sounds. Did you hear that? Is someone fighting nearby? Doesn't sound good, that's for sure. Come on, let's go take a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said you were hungry before, Janice, so... Seiba and Sakura. The Berserker and Assassin camps, and the head of Defend. Sorry I'm in the middle of a mission. This has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. So you're taking care of bugs, huh? We'll help too. Don't worry, getting rid of pests is all part of running a farm. Hup! Okay, let's do this. I feel like that, why do I feel like the whole Hup thing, that is not the first time I've seen that particular... what's the expression of it used? Like the whole pumping your hands in front of yourself and going Hup. Why do I feel like that's from an anime or something? I can't place it though. I really cannot place it. Also, I may have accidentally brought in Avenger Kama, but again, Kama is Kama. So it's fine. Excuse me. Nuke 'em. Just playing Overwatch while preparing to lose not only your mind, but your sanity, so I don't know if you were even listening. I was just asking how you be, Viper. How you be. It's a very common expression, so you don't blame if I recognize it. Okay. So I'm not completely insane, then. Completely insane. Oh, I was about to say so close so far, Kama, but Kama got it in the end. I don't recognize that Lancer. I really do not recognize that Lancer sprite. The sort of fedora-esque thing with the spear. Yeah, I don't recognize them. Yeah, I mean, it's the hat that's throwing me off most. It's the blank classes from Tron. Oh. The randos. Okay. It's the rando unnamed people. I get it now. Lower this one's defense. And a dupe. A dupe. Alright, come on. Finish nuking them all. Kill them all, let God sort out the rest. Aw, so close, Kama. So close. Yeah, Trom... How long ago was Trom?
今回はうまくいきました。
Trom feels like it was a while ago. It had to have been at least... That was my head... Okay. Yeah, this headphone's still working. I just heard like a crackle, like something popped in this headphone of mine, but it seems to be fine, so... I did it. Maybe that means I didn't need to worry after all. Thank you for your assistance. Not at all. Like I said, pest removal is a regular part of keeping fields. I couldn't just stand back and let someone else handle it. If I can help, of course I will. That said, I guess I do usually ask Defend for help whenever especially big pests show up. My point is, we were in the area, so pitching in was no big deal. Anyway, I see you guys are all helping out too. I'm sorry I left without thanking you properly after Castor's monster disappeared. I just had to come back and see what became of Grow as soon as I could. It's fine. This place is right on the outskirts of Grow, isn't it? It must be a lot of work to manage so much land all on your own. It was only 9 months ago? Feels like longer. Oh, I wasn't actually here for work today. My favorite spot to rest isn't far from here. Last May. Okay, yeah. That explains it, because last year May, I was not in the best mental state. So, my memory is bound to be faulty around then. If you'd like, you're all welcome to rest up there. You should be able to relax and replenish your monument there, and I even have lunchboxes. Don't worry, I made plenty to go around. What do you think? I'm fine either way, personally. I don't care whether the monument's coming from that Type D or the food from Keep. If I do some work, I just want a reward right away before I forget. We still have work to do, so I will not be able to join you. However, it looks like there are only a few small stragglers left, so the rest of you are free to relax. I will give you some monument now, too. So thank you for your all your help. Let's take a break, then. I'm sorry, Saber. I felt like I needed to do something to thank them, too, so before I knew it... Why are you apologizing? I think getting too friendly with them isn't the best idea, but you've already made your decision. It's fine. I'm just a servant in the end. No, just a servant, crud. You are not just a servant. You are a friend. Last arrow of Section 7. It is a no battle node. Alright. Depending on how long this will be, will determine how much time we have to do whatever the next section is. Come on, don't be stingy. Give me some more sandwiches. Knock it off. Have you no sense of restraint? Restraint? I'm both a member of royalty and the greatest warrior to ever live. Why would restraint be any part of that? Did you forget you're only here because Sakura was kind enough to invite you? Maybe I should kill you after all. It's okay, Saber. You don't have to kill him. Munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch. Maybe you should slow down a little. You're getting crumbs all over yourself. No, he's I thought he said sucking in his cheek, but he's sticking out his cheek. Wordlessly reddening her Vara. Fine, I guess I'll have to wipe your face then. I swear, you're such a child. He really does eat like a kid, doesn't he? I suppose the expression one makes when eating or sleeping has nothing to do with one's personality. I just hope no one is foolish enough to let one fool about the other. Okay, I'm done. But you just said you wanted more. I did want more, but I never said I'd eat it. Here, you can have them. In fact, have them all. Have another helping if those are enough. Maybe that'll finally get you growing a little. Oh, but don't grow any taller than that Saber there, okay? She's as big as you can get before we get into overgrown oaf territory. Alright, I have to look it up now. I have to look it up. How big is Medusa? Saber. Her height is 160 centimeters. So she is 5'3". So taller than 5'3" is an overgrown oaf in Duryodhana's eyes if you are a woman. Duryodhana, you are just as bad as all those women that say if you're not 6 feet tall, you aren't worth it. That's it. He dies. Now, there's no need for that. That was Saber Medusa. I didn't look up normal Medusa. This can't be normal, right? A thought crosses my mind. Who am I? This is Medusa again. I'm the prime... No, this is Sakura. I'm the prime AI of Grow, a master in the AI Holy Grail War. Saber named me Sakura. So she is 172 centimeters in FSN. I'm here because I have a job to do. So that is about 5'7", close to 5'8". I need to fight in the AI Holy Grail War to simulate the system's raiment circulation, thereby helping it recover its functionality. And yet, weirdly enough, it seems I have other desires beside that. I love this peaceful time, and I love this place. This home that enables it. But I don't want to lose that either. Maybe that's my wish. Maybe that's what I should be fighting for. But what if I don't have to win this war for that to happen? What if these are things I can just enjoy, like the wind blowing across this hill right now? You're back? Not too bad. It seems like getting random bursts of anger. Oof. Yeah, MOBAs can do that from what I understand. I haven't played a MOBA since League of Legends almost a decade ago, though, so I thankfully do not have to worry about those anger bursts anymore. Maybe I don't have to fight after all. Maybe I'm a coward or defective. I don't know. All I know is, for some reason, all I really want is to protect this place where I feel at home. Am I the only one who feels this way? If I told someone else in my position about this, would they just laugh it off? For that matter, why do we have these wishes in the first place? Sakura? Oh, it's, Seragera. Hey, wait! Oh no. This feels like a trap. I don't think that has anything to do with us. I don't sense Lancer anywhere nearby anyway. Either. Why does this feel like a trap? What are you doing here, Seragera? Nothing. I just wanted to ask how everything turned out. Especially since it looks like Lancer did something behind my back. So it was him. He killed Castor's master. Probably. Anyway, I figured you were the only one who'd know how things turned out, and who I could actually talk to. I see. So we have you and Lancer to thank for getting rid of that monster. Yes, thanks to you two, Grow is saved, and we've already working together to repair the damage. Oh, we're actually having a picnic, or at least something like one, right over there. You're welcome to join us if you want. No thanks. I'm not really cut out for something as happy and friendly as a picnic. I just wouldn't fit in. Well, I'd love if you joined us. In fact, that sort of thing is my wish. Well, not mine. What is your wish then, Seragera? There's no point in telling you, but I guess it can't hurt. I don't know much about myself, and there's nothing I can do about it anyway. I have this constant feeling of guilt in my chest all the time. My wish is to make it go away. Everything I do now just makes it worse. So I don't want to be happy. I don't want to taste good food. I don't even want to win. All I really want is for someone to kill me, or maybe punish me. Great, I actually said it out loud. I must be broken, and this is the kind of thing I'm thinking. I really want to know, like, what Fate media is she from that it kind of feels unsatisfying. She clearly is from some Fate media, and I'm getting the feeling of, like, an unresolved character arc or something is being played out in this. But I don't know what Fate media she is from. So I'm feeling like I'm missing something. I'm not like you. Not at all. That's why I'm hopeless. Wait. Uh-oh. Are you okay? Obviously she's an FGO right now, but... Sakura, I'm sorry. I didn't get here in time. No, it's fine. I guess you must have been nearby watching over me. Thanks.
This is so embarrassing. I can't believe I tripped and fell on my face like that when I tried to run. Are you okay? I'm fine. Look, this is my full of energy pose. Hup! Anyway, I guess she just doesn't care for picnics, and I don't want to force her to attend, so what can you do? If only this natural tranquility could last forever, like this wind blowing through the trees. Except, I know that's not really true. There's nothing natural about this tranquility, and one day, this wind is going to come to an end. That's kind of morbid to think about. Still not done! Oh, you're back. There's no need to rush. You could have taken your time. Something wrong? You look terrible. I'm fine. It's nothing. I hope you're right. So what's the situation? Did you learn anything valuable? Oh yeah, it looks like you're the one who made that monstrous caster disappear. You know, maybe she's someone connected to Bhima. I do not know much about Hindu mythology, so... But you guys said her name was Portuguese. I don't know. I mean, it's possible she's connected to Bhima in some way, but... I don't know. Kind of like the whole Ayas idea. But aside from that... Uh-oh. Lancer, are those... Whoa, what's going on? What the hell's going on here? This ain't supposed to... This ain't what was supposed to happen. That was some bad grammar. Stay close to me, Sakura. I don't understand. What are they doing here again? Uh-oh. It's the Weird Things 2 Electric Boogaloo. But that is going to be a cliffhanger for those of you watching this on YouTube, because that was the last bit of Section 7, where we get a Quartz, 2 Ether Convergers, 2 Pure Prisms, and 2 Hellfires of Wisdom. So, for those of you watching this on YouTube, 5 arrows. I don't think I'll be able to get that done in an hour's time. I do not have confidence in myself to get 5 arrows done within an hour's time span, so I think I'm gonna have to call the stream here too. As I said, I will be streaming earlier tomorrow. So I'm thinking I'll probably be streaming in maybe about 15 to 16 hours from now is when I will be starting my stream again. I'll be updating the extension here on Streamlabs, and I will be posting something in Discord for a full confirmation of the exact time and everything like that. But that is for me to do in a bit. For now, I'm going to start my sign-off here. So, I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed this, both on YouTube and Twitch. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you all so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same game. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. Drop a subscribe if you are on YouTube so you know when the next part comes out. Like to show your support and comment to let me know what you think. But for now, once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.